Okay, it started.
All right, so we're at the start of turn 2. Brent, I'm drawing my attention over to the far right. This is kind of like a pretty thorough summary of the rules. So the sequence of play, we're at reinforcements right now. Carthaginian player goes first, and so if you look in your right next to your generals, just below your generals, there's a summary of the steps that you're going to do. Technically, Carthage does their reinforcements first, and then Rome does theirs. But experienced players will often kind of do them simultaneously just to kind of speed it up. But let's at least for this turn, let's go through the process here. So for me, Carthage is going to get 1 combat unit in Africa. So I'm going to put that with Hanno. Let me put Mago up here. So I'm going to increase that 4 to a 5. I get one unit in Carthage. Carthanova is under my control. I get 1 in Iberia. So I'm going to put that one with Hasdrubal. I get 1 if Batika is the province in the south of Iberia, if it's under my control with any general in Iberia. I'm going to put that one with Hasdrubal. And then 1 with any general. Or with any general I want. And I'm going to put that one with Hannibal. Now it's your turn for reinforcements. So let's look at the summary here. You place reinforcements as instructed. Reinforcements may not be placed inside a besieged walled city. Okay. So first you're going to do your reinforcements, and then you're going to pick your councils. Is that right? What about the pro-council? What does it say about the pro-council?
Pro-council designated after reinforcements.
Okay. So, all right. So you're going to get a total of 5 combat units. They can be placed in Rome or with any general. At least 3 of them must be placed in Italia. And Italia is the reddish colored thing. So basically from here all the way up, including Cisalpine Gaul, is considered Italia. So you need to put 3 of them anywhere in Italia. And then the other 2, or at least 3 of them, and then the other 2 with any general. And you must have at least 1 stack of 5 combat units after you do this. At this point in the game, that's easy for you to do. You've got 2 different stacks, but later in the game, it might not be quite so easy. Because when you place your councils, they have to be with a stack of at least 5.
So with proconsuls, Scipio's not in Italy, right? So would he become a proconsul, or
you get to pick basically of your 2 existing generals. You get to pick one of them to be proconsul, and what you'll do is you'll move it over to this spot over here.
Oh, right, okay.
And then and then the other guy. So let's say hypothetically you pick Scipio as your proconsul. So you'll move this card over here. Since those pieces are with them, the units are with them. You'll move them over as well. You'll discard, or you'll put Longus back into the deck down here. And these are all the other generals. And you'll randomize that, and you'll draw 2 new generals that'll come out, and those will be your councils. And when you place them, they have to be with a stack of 5 or more combat units. They could be in the same stack. They could be in 2 separate stacks. Your choice.
Okay.
So first you need to place your 5. At least 3 of which must be in Italia.
Is 10 the max?
10 is the max you can move. You can have any number of troops on one spot. You can have 300 in one spot, but you only can move 10 of them with the activation.
So could I hypothetically put some in Rome, but without a general?
Correct. Yes, you could.
So it is in Italy, but in Roma or with a general in Italy. That's the further specification, right? Because it says on the 5 CU in Roma or with any general. So
Where are you seeing that? Is it down here you're seeing
yeah,
it?
it is
In Roma or with any general? Yeah, you're right.
What I wanted to emphasize
Yeah,
is
you're right.
Roma or general, and you can't freely put them anywhere in Italy.
Right. That's a good point.
So just Rome or with a general.
Rome, you can't like put 3 over here or something.
So I'll put 2, maybe 3 actually. Yeah, I'll put 3.
Okay.
Put all of them in Rome. So I just leave it like that.
Yep. And you got 2 more.
Other 2 are going to go with Scipio and his conquest of Spain.
All right. And now you need to pick a proconsul.
I will pick Scipio.
All right. So then move him. Did that piece move?
You have to unlock it, I guess. Unlock it?
I don't even know what that piece really doesn't need to be there, frankly. All right. So there's your proconsul. So then let's walk through the mechanics. So then T. Longus, he's there. So these combat units are going to be there in whatever that city is. Longus is going to go out, and we're gonna put the Longus card. We'll flip it, and we'll put it in the pile down here, and we'll randomize it. And now you draw 2 from this deck down here, and put them in these 2 spots one at a time.
Are you sure you put it in, and then I choose?
Yes, it's correct what he's done, because you can have the same general again.
So I picked 2. How many? 2.
Yes,
Yep,
2
2
consuls. Yeah.
And then go ahead and flip them over. Yep. All right. So you got a couple. I think they're good ones. Marcellus. So these are your 2 consuls. So Marcellus, activates on a 2. He has a combat rating of 3, which is really good.
Yeah.
His special ability is related to besieging cities, specifically with campaign cards. He gets a special little bonus. Varro is a personal favorite of mine for a long story that I'm not going to bore you with right now. He's easy to activate with a 1, but he's not very good in combat. But his special power is he can intercept on a 1 through 4. Intercepting is if I were to move an army next to him, he would be able to intercept much easier and kind of like jump in front of me and prevent me from continuing to move and force a battle.
Okay.
So you now need to place your consuls. Find the corresponding general piece. So we've got Marcellus is here. And then you need to place both those consuls on the board. And both of them need to be in a spot where there's 5 or more combat units. Now, you've only got 2 spots. So you can put 1 over here and 1 over here, or you could put them both over here or both over here.
Could the consul be under Scipio?
Yes.
No.
And it would actually be.
No, he can't.
Well, yeah, it would actually be he can be in the same spot as Scipio. The council always outranks the proconsul.
Oh, right. So Scipio would be under him.
Exactly.
Whoops, that's your person. So his ability still happens, right?
If you activate him, yes.
Just him.
Correct.
One
But
more
if you
technicality.
Marcellus activates with a 2 as well, because that's just his normal rating.
Oh, right. Okay.
You in essence have if you put Marcellus there in Spain, and you have two activation 2 generals. So
one more
Yeah.
technicality.
that's
Put the figurine of Scipio on consul.
yeah, I would put it over here
Yeah.
to indicate that he's a subordinate
Then
of
where he
Marcellus.
is.
Yeah, wait, and then Varro is going to have to be down here. Okay, there you go.
And should I move that 9?
Yeah, move that 9 in Varro's card just to keep it tidy. All right, that's
Okay.
reinforcements, I believe. And now we need to shuffle the strategy deck because of the Hanno card, and then I played Truce. So we need to bring all the cards back into the deck and reshuffle everything. including the ones that were played. So go ahead and shuffle. And I think we still get 7 cards each. Yep.
Correct.
Do you want to draw first, Brent, or you want me to draw first? You have drawn. All right. So then let's do our. I'm going to drop from the general chat.
And I will follow
and then
yeah.
And I'll go over to the Capital Line lobby.
So, you can hear me, right?
I can.
I can hear you too.
So he got a couple really good councils, or at least one really good one, and Varro is nice to have. He's going to be running roughshod over Iberia probably, and I don't have a lot of strength there right now. I've got Hasdrubal and Mago, but I only got 4 combat units total, so a little worried about Iberia. But he doesn't have much in Italy himself. Varro is inactivate well, but he can't really do much combat-wise. I think having this province here might slow him down a little bit, because I wonder if he's going to try to take it back. So I'm going to try to keep the pressure on with Hannibal as much as I can. Cards I have a major campaign. I have Capua sides with Carthage, which I will probably play for the event. I have grain shortage. You may only play this card if you control Sicily. I'm probably not going to play that one for the event. I'm probably going to use it for ops. Pestilence. Choose one opposing army. I have a pestilence, which basically forces a attrition roll, and I have a 3. The soft Nizba, which is the place up to this. So I'll use that for ops. So I'm probably going to go first to claim Celtiberia or Edubeda, I think is the way you pronounce it.
Which card do you plan to use for this action?
The 3 card I have, and then as much as they can after that, try to basically get Udubeda so that I have one more province in Iberia on my side. So more cards, and kind of distract him a little bit. And then try as much as I can with everything else to just keep the pressure with Hannibal in Italy. So that's my plan.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to drop.
Yeah. Hello, Brand. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello.
Hello, I can hear you too.
So how does this work? Do I just say the cards that I've got?
Yeah, that's what Scott did. Let's go one by one, and maybe what you are thinking then about
with each one.
Yes.
Yeah. So I've got allied desserts. So that's easily going to be the number 1 card I'm going to play immediately if I can. Hoping that Scott doesn't attack me first. That is. So I get to steal one of his battle cards. Oh, actually, no, that's never mind. I read that wrong. I will play that in a battle, obviously.
Yeah, I wanted to say this technicality. It's a battle card, correct?
Yeah, I thought it was one of his normal cards.
No,
it's wrong.
You're correct. It's a battle card. Yeah.
Yeah, I just had to read it. Okay, never mind. I got it wrong. This is the card I wanted to play. It's called Messenger Intercepted.
That's a good.
So I'm going to be able to steal one of his cards. That's the one I was going with. I just jumbled them up a bit.
Okay.
So I was going to do that quickly.
Okay.
Maybe it might rob him of a good card. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Or I will do that very very near the end of the turn because he might be saving a good card for last. Or I might do it immediately to rob him of any chance of. His whole strategy might crumble if I take one good card or something.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Using diplomacy, I'm going to convert one of his tokens in the southern in Lucania.
I see.
Lucania.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Lucania.
I think I will gain back control because I have 3. He's got 2.
That's true.
And using that,
One
I will
technicality,
then play.
you would not
Yeah.
gain back the control. Or what does the card say? Do you flip the PC or not?
It says converts any one non-walled, non-tribe enemy PC into
then
a
you will, then you will
friendly
regain. Yeah, then you will regain control. Correct.
So then I will use allied auxiliaries, and this one requires Lucania.
Aha.
So that will allow
Interesting.
me 2 combat units. I'm probably going to place them all in Rome.
Okay.
My general strategy is rush to Rome using Varro, because Hannibal is knocking on the door. But I think I've got just enough time to get there. Maybe. Using, I've got a minor campaign as well, so I could move... I could do some wrecking in Iberia, especially now that I've got the consul Marcellus.
Okay.
So I can besiege a lot better, I think.
That's true.
Using that consul. I've also got spy in enemy camp. So if Hannibal does ever come to Rome in this turn, I will 100% save that card for that battle, because that will be the deciding battle, I think, at this point in the game.
Okay.
I've also got allied auxiliaries again, but this is relying on Samnium, which I already control, and I'll put all of that in Rome again. So my main goal is defend in Rome, especially, and if I can, do some damage in Spain by potentially conquering the city that he's already on.
Okay.
I've got some good battle cards that I want to keep for Hannibal, I think. So I'll keep them. Even if he doesn't come, at least I've saved it for that battle if it does come this turn. Which I'm assuming it will, because he might be looking at Rome and thinking it's a bit weak, but he's deceived. Hopefully, because he's got to travel a bit around the Southern Alps or whatever these mountains are.
Yeah.
So he's got a long way to go.
A technical point, he may take the route through Samnium. Do you see
He
Mutina
could.
and so? And he doesn't need to pass any Alp.
He
passes,
could,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. So I think that's my general turn.
Okay, and then let's see in the review later on how it worked out. Okay.
I am confident this will work.
Okay. Let's see.
So I'm going to move back to general.
Yes, I follow you.
Howdy.
So
I am confident. I think this may be the deciding turn.
Wow. Turn 2.
Yeah, quick game.
All right. Are you going to play a campaign card?
I will not.
All right. I'm going to play a 3 ops card to place PC markers in Idubeta. One.
you mean Celt Iberia, I guess.
Celtiberia. Yeah,
Okay.
Celtiberia. Thank you. Done.
And don't forget
And you
to
gain
return
control.
the control marker to
Thank
your
you.
side.
Thank you. Back to the good guys.
What? Back to the good guys? So the other side is the good guys?
I think I'm the good guys.
Okay. No, I was
So-
irritated that Carthage would say this, but okay.
So I'm going to be doing... Yeah, I will do... Messenger intercepted for
Okay.
a random card.
All right.
You possess.
Let me flip my cards over. I guess you can draw out of my hand, right?
Yes, I can take
Go
one out.
ahead. All right.
Nice.
Which one was that? Whoa! That
Oh
was
my
great.
god.
Which one was it? I forget.
Allied auxiliaries.
Oh, that's a good one for you.
Eternal.
All right. Draw one card and add it to your own. And I think that's the end of your play, I believe.
Yes.
All right. That's rude.
Hey, you gave it to me. Willingly.
That's one of my favorite cards in the deck, frankly. It's a great card. All right. Do that.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm hello. By the way, I'm new here. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Alf from Norway. But I guess you're playing Hannibal, and I was just wondering if I could spectate, because I'm just learning myself the game as well.
Sure. I guess I'm fine with it. Bren or Alex, you have any problems?
No, I don't have.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
All right. So the name of the server in TTS is Hannibal. And I will send you a message with the password. Which I just did. Let me know if you didn't get it.
I got it.
And we are recording. Just to let you know.
Yeah. So yeah,
Thank you.
I'm recording. Yes. Mhm.
All right, so it's my turn. Right? Yeah, you stole a card from me.
Yeah.
I am going to play a major campaign. I'm going to activate Hannibal. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, drop off a troop, 4.
Ah. I see what you're doing.
Do you now?
Yeah, you're trying to get rid of that allied auxiliaries that I just got.
And that's the first activation. The second activation is going to be Mago, who is currently a subordinate under Hasdrubal. He's going to go by himself. He's going to take a boat ride over to Carthage, which I think is going to be a guarantee because it's 2 blue stars or circles plus 2 for Carthage plus 1 for Mago.
This is
Gives
a
me
correct
5.
assessment. Yes.
Yeah, so there's no way I can get less than so. So then, yes, Mago is under. Whoa, where am I going? He's going to be a subordinate to Hanno, and then that is the extent of my move. Done.
Okay. So this is Hasdrubal. Okay. I will do allied auxiliaries. So Samnium. I think that's this one here. Yeah, it is.
2 in general Italy, if Sam is, yep, that's correct. So with any general in Italy, so that has to go with Varo.
Yep.
So he has 11 now.
So I've got to add
And
another.
then, yeah, exactly. The counters can go a max of 10.
What I'll do is I'll just leave on fire.
You can keep it. Just know that when you move, you'll need to leave one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd do it the way you did it. There, looks good. I am going to play a 2 ops card to flip the flags that I just moved in Samnium. Done.
How rude.
How rude.
I'm going to do a minor campaign. So 2 generals, 4 spaces, up to 10. So I'm going to leave this troop there. So I'm going to go. I can't walk through this tribe, can I?
You could walk through this tribe.
Would I
Yeah,
start a battle?
It would not.
Okay, so I will 1, 2, 3, 4. Leaving no troops behind or anything. That's 1 general. The other general, other general, I will start a siege. Maybe not. Actually, no. I will move.
Is that what that is? Yeah,
That's Saguntum. Yeah, I don't think you gain anything from Saguntum with reinforcements. It's Carthage Nova. Okay, so I'm going to do a bold move and attack.
Bold stroke.
Attack Hasdrubal in Carthage. In New Carthage.
Nova Carthage.
Yes.
What's your strength? You got a 10? And this is Marcellus, right?
Yes,
this is Marcellus and Scipio.
Scipio, yeah. Scipio doesn't really do anything now in a proconsul role. All right. Besieging with the campaign card. Let's see. I will. So what's the numbers going to be? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cheer. 10, 13. 10 to 13.
So are you counting the Roman side? 13?
Yeah, he's got 13 by my count. Strength of 10.
That's correct.
Military and 3. And I've got 4 plus my 3. 4 combat plus my 3 plus 3 provinces for allies.
Yeah, that's exactly correct.
I'm going to stand and fight.
Nice.
Let's do this. All right, so let's randomize the combat deck. So again, Brent, just a reminder for you, the calculation there. You have 10 combat units, so we start with 10 for you.
Yep.
You have a battle rating of 3, that gives you 13. You have no allied provinces in Iberia, so you don't get any additional cards for that.
Mm-hmm.
For me, so that's your 13. For me, I have a strength of 4, a military of 3 is 7, and I have 3 provinces for 3 more, so 7 plus 3 is 10. That's where we came up with. So I suggest, again, flip your cards over in your hand, and then move them out of the hand thing. And then that way, when you draw your battle cards, they don't get all interspersed and gets confusing. I'm going to draw my cards. I just shuffled it up.
How many battle cards can you play? Sorry, how many of these cards can you play? Like before the battle?
You mean, so let me rephrase. You mean how many strategy cards which will influence the battle can you play beforehand?
Yeah. Is it limited to one, or is it higher than that?
Good question. You can certainly play at least one. I don't know if you can play multiple battle cards.
I have to look it up also. How many?
Land battles. Card limit. So the most battle cards you can have is 20. I know that. Restrictions on allies. Gene attacker's battle card. It might be a different section. I don't see it. It's there here. All right, so this is the battles themselves. Counter to... All right, so then that's the battle. Naval movement, no. Wouldn't think it'd be there. Let's look at the summary thing over here. Maybe this will have a better summary. Movement, campaign events, battles. Battle sequence. Every player ever receives more than 2 allies ever.
These are called counter event cards, right? So 8.4, and there is no limit specified at 8.4 in
Eight.
the rules.
8.4, thank you.
I guess that is a there. This is
8.4 counter events can be played in the middle of a card, play, or battle. Counter events are marked with a crossed swords icon, a purple frame. Your normal play, you must still play a strategy card. Or battle. Yeah, I agree. So there is no limit how many you can play, Brent. Play all 5 of them. I think you should play all. If you have all 5 action cards, so some of them make sense to play at the beginning. Some of them might make sense to play later. So my whole suggestion about moving your hand out is just that, a suggestion. You do what you want to do. Are you complaining?
I'll keep this in my hand.
Okay, so you get 13. I get 10. Go ahead and do your draw. And I'm going to do two groups of 5. 5 and 5. And you start us off. I think so. Marcellus' special power is just for sieging. Hasdrubal has no special power. His special power is being Hasdrubal.
So I will
frontal assault. Or frontal assault. All right, I will match that. And I need to roll a d6, a 3 or lower. And I get to do it. I am successful. I will play a probe.
Probe, eh? Whoops. I will reserve a probe.
All right. Roll a d6. All right. You did not get a 3 or lower. I will hit you with another probe.
I will do a probe.
All right. He was sandbagging with that reserve, or he didn't notice. Roll a d6. 3. You are successful. You get to play now.
Okay. I will do another frontal assault.
And you will win the battle, since I have no more frontal assaults.
Oh, wow.
So 4 was the highest number here?
Four rounds of playing, yep. All right, so first we do the attrition. So that was a big battle, but that doesn't matter for attrition, I guess. So Brent, roll 1d6, and we will use the 4 column. 6. We both lose 2. This is going to be painful. 2. All right, and then I roll. No, actually, I started with 4. I think it's actually going to be a small battle.
Yeah, because you started with 4, right?
Started with 4 or less,
But
so it's
for
a
the
small battle.
But for the attrition, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Correct. Attrition, it doesn't matter. So I used the small die because it's a small battle. So I'll roll that now. When did I get 2 swords again? That's what I had before, so that's going to be 2 more casualties, which puts me at 0.
But just you.
Correct. This is just for me because I only had 2, so I'm now at 0, which means
Nice.
Hannibal is displaced.
Correct. Yeah, because it happened now in this phase.
Right. And I'll put him off to the side. So that means Brent, he will come back next turn.
Okay. He's healing from his wounds.
Yes, something like that. All right. So that was your minor campaign, I believe. So we can put the battle cards back.
Is it now possible to besiege as he wanted or not? Because there was a
I think because there's a battle that ends this movement. But let's double check to be sure. Probably under siege. Where would that be at? Sieges and subjugation. Multi-turn process wherein an army attempts to accumulate 3 siege points against the walled city or tribe. Any activated general that ends his move in an enemy walled city or tribe space containing at least 3 friendly combat units has not battled.
Okay.
And you just battled.
Yeah.
So
against that space. So yeah.
So you'll need to siege in subsequent turns.
Yeah. Okay. That's A-okay with me. I feel like I've inflicted a significant wound.
Yeah, definitely. Because had you lost that, it would have been painful for you. You would not have been able to retreat. Maybe you could retreat to empty spots. I'm not sure, and that would have destroyed your army potentially. If I had to look at So nice move. All right, it's my turn, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, technically,
So
if he would have lost, it would destroy his army. I would have.
Does this 2 go to? It's gone, right?
It's gone. Yeah, it's just because of the. Thank you.
I hope that dented your.
I have a rules question, Alex. I want to ask you something.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could help me track down, but I want to jump over to the other channel if we could.
I follow you. Can you hear me? Okay.
He has Varro in Capua.
Yeah.
With his army.
I didn't tell him anything about your.
Yeah, I have Capua sides with Carthage. I think if I play that card, that destroys that army.
Okay,
I'm not sure of that. Because the card says. Come on.
Okay, what says the card? I don't have it in my mind currently. What the card?
Hold on a second. Sometimes I get this strange. There we go. It doesn't maximize or zoom in on the cards. If Carthage controls 3 or more, I'll say. Oh, I have to have 3 or more provinces, which I don't have right now. So it says Capua sides with Carthage is the name of the card.
Okay.
If Carthage controls 3 or more Italian provinces, which I do not, I only control 2, Capua is converted to Carthaginian control, and any Roman combat units inside are eliminated. It says inside, which makes me think, with inside the walls, which is different than what he's not inside.
Yeah, because of the amount of CUs he has. Yeah,
exactly.
And he didn't specify that any units would be there inside. Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, that's a difference. So it would not be destroyed actually. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So then. That's it.
Okay.
Thank
I'm
you.
jumping.
Things, so it's all good.
We're back.
Yes.
Or I'm back. We're both back. All right.
Yeah.
My next play.
Surrender?
Haha. Got you right where I wanted you. Will not be to surrender. I will, however, activate Hannibal with a 1. He's going to pick up that troop. 2, 3, 4.
Maybe first, as courtesy, we should make him aware that he has the possibility of interception. Or
Does he? Is that spot? Okay, I didn't realize that one was adjacent. Yeah, he could intercept if he wanted to. That's a good point. So
Is there a tactical advantage?
When I moved here, I have that troop, and you technically have the ability to intercept with Varro. That is Varro's special ability. He intercepts on a 1 through 4.
Yeah.
So, do you want to attempt to intercept with Varro?
If I do, is there like a special bonus I get for catching off guard or something?
You get +1 battle card, I think, for a successful interception.
So that would be
I will check.
So you would
12.
You would have so you would have
I would 11.
Italy's a little bit special. You would have your 10 for your you have 10 units, right? Or
Yes.
You have 10 units. So 10 +1 for Varro is 11. +1 for the interception would be 12. And then you get up to 2 additional ally cards in Italy. This is kind of a special role. So you would have 13 because you have an ally in technically Samnium is allied, and Latium, and Etria, and Campania, and Apulia. And this one is not. So you would have 10, 11 for Varro, 12, 13, 14. Is that right? 10. Varro is 11. Interceptions 12. Allies 14. I would have. What do I have? I have 9. I'm sorry, I have 8. +4 for Hannibal is 12. Plus Lucania is 13, and Cisalpine Gaul is 14. So we would both have 14 cards.
That is very tempting. If I do that, though, there's a chance that you could just completely win the game, run free along Italy. Ooh. So Varro's ability will be used, and Hannibal may use a probe as a flank left, right, double envelopment. I think. I've been bold so far and it's worked out. So I'm going to do it.
All right.
I will attack.
So it's not guaranteed. So you need to roll a 1 through 4.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So roll a d6.
If it doesn't work out, then oh well.
Look at that. You did it with even without the special power.
As a reminder for the Carthaginian player, he is allowed, per the rules, to back down, right? 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is not going to do that.
Okay.
Actually, so correction. I forgot that when I was doing the calculations for the cards, I forgot that I had the 1 here was with him. So I actually would have 9 strength, which would work out to 15 cards. Brent, just so you know.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's still fine. I'm confident, even though I probably shouldn't be.
All right. The Battle of what is this?
Tarentum.
Tarentum. Yeah. All right. So a battle ensues here. Brave Varro steps in front of Hannibal. We'll see if this is what's a good idea.
Works out. It'll be legendary in the history books.
It could be, yeah. Okay, so I am technically the attacker, I believe, since I'm the phasing player. Where that comes into play is the playing of
You're
cards,
correct. You are the
battle
active.
cards.
You are the active player. The rules say the original active player is still the attacker and will play the first battle card in the land battle.
Yeah, okay. And I bring it up simply to say that I'm not playing any additional cards, right? Like strategy cards or something to influence the battle. I'm going to randomize the deck. I'm going to flip these and move them over.
I'll keep mine
So
in
again,
hand.
take it like you did before. That's good luck for you, huh? So again, I have a strength of 9. I am going to do. Let's read up on the elephant charge. How does that work again? I think if I don't do it, then it's like, what's the point of the elephants? Do I need to? Because he might have like elephant fright or something like that. Because he's got all these cards. Elephants.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Use elephants as a shock weapon, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Receiving elephants. There are 4 properties. Elephants in combat. An opportunity to subtract battle cards from the Roman at the start of a land battle. If the Carthaginian player has combat units elephants present in land battle, he may declare an elephant charge. This is successful if the Carthaginian player makes a die roll greater than the battle rating of the Roman general in command. If the die roll is less than or equal to, elephants have no effect. If there is no Roman general present, okay. Rampaging elf. If a 1 is rolled, then the Carthaginian hand size is immediately reduced by 1 battle card. All right, so if I don't use elephants against Varro, then it's just wrong. So using the die down here, I am declaring an elephant charge. Are you going to play any cards to counter that? Like the elephant fright card.
No.
All right, I need to roll a d6. Rolling. I rolled a 5, which is not a 1, so then the elephant charge is successful. If successful, the Roman battle card hand is reduced by the number of elephant combat units in the charge. I have 2 elephants. You get 2 less cards. So
Okay,
your
so down
14
to
goes to
12.
12. And I'm still at 15. 9 plus 4 for Hannibal is 13, plus 2 for allies is 15. So I'm going to randomize, and I'm going to do it as 9.
So what was the count actually
6.
for Rome? How many would he get?
15 for me and 12 for Rome. He had 14, but he lost 2 to the elephant charge.
Okay.
Because those elephants are scary.
He loses. So he gets +1. You counted the +1 for the interception in?
I did.
Okay.
Because he has 10.
Yeah. Okay.
+1 for Varro is 11. +1 for interception is 12. And then +2 for the Roman allies is 14.
Okay.
Then -2 for elephants goes back down to 12.
Okay.
And I start us off.
So at what point can I play a strategy card?
It depends on the card. I don't know what cards you have. If you have questions, maybe ask Alex in the other channel.
Oh, I will play this one. I just read it. Play at the start of any land battle. I can examine half of your cards.
Face up during the duration. So I have 15 cards. So I'll be generous and let you look at 8 of them. So let me flip my cards over, group them, random, and then I'll deal them out one at a time. 1, this is all right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can flip them over and examine them.
Whoops! I just took one by accident. I don't know which one I just took. Can we go back in time?
Maybe rewind. Maybe.
All
I'll
right,
go
let
back
me do
in
that.
10 seconds.
I'll do that now.
Oh,
Up.
what is that?
Okay, so we're back where I was dealing out the cards. So we're only at 5. Notice how there's 5 here rather than 8, and I have 10 in my hand. I can see. So we went back far enough. 1, 2, 3. All right. So I think you probably tapped a number as you by
I
accident.
must have. Yeah.
All right. So now I'll flip them over, and now you can look at them.
I think they stay here for the rest of the game. Sorry, for the rest of the land battle.
They
do they?
have to stay there, right? But you don't
They face up during-
take them
okay.
also. It's
All
still
right. So then I'm gonna put them up here. Yeah. And we'll put this one here, I guess. Interesting. Play at the start of the land battle. You may examine up to half your opponent's cards. Must be drawn randomly and remain face up for the duration of the land battle.
Yes.
All right. So then I can. I
Okay.
guess expose the rest of them. Why are they? Oh, that's
It's
interesting.
because it's below your hand.
Yeah, I forget that it does that. Suppose I could have just pulled them into or out and then redrawn them. So there should be 7. There are. All right. I started us off.
Yep.
Yes. You are the attacker.
Frontal assault.
Frontal assault, eh? Whoops. I will match that.
All right. Roll a d6. Get a 1. Not a 1.
Damn.
Frontal assault.
I will match.
Roll a d6.
Nope.
Frontal assault. Reserve. Roll a d6. Frontal assault. Roll a d6. Frontal assault.
I think you win the battle.
All right. So that. Do
Yeah, I don't have any frontal assaults.
you have any reserves?
No.
All right. That's the end of the battle.
Unless
Do you have any cards you can play? Other cards.
I have a card, and it could change the tide of the game.
Do you want to talk with me? Or do you have a question?
Yes.
I don't know. A rules
Yeah,
question?
Yeah. I'll just type it to you.
Okay. Okay, let me double check, right? I will make take a look at it. Okay, the answer is no, you can't play it. Because the rule says on page 28. Maybe I shall copy it, right?
Type it to him or something.
I'll type it. But the answer is no. I will type the text of the rule. If you have any questions, I can guide you to the page. Wait, page 28.
Okay. So it has to be played right at the beginning of the battle.
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah, this is the wording of the rule. So the wording is not is every time before any BC was battle card was played, but once a battle card was played, no, it is not possible.
Okay, I think the card is a bit weird then, because I messaged you what more text on it says, and that gave me the impression that I could play at any point. The bits that I put in put in speech marks, that bit. I understand, it's just I was misguided by the card itself.
So the card itself doesn't tell you that, right?
The card itself does say what I've put in speech marks there, which gave me the impression at any point.
Yeah, that's correct. The wording on the card is not. It's
not great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I have lost. Yeah.
All right. So then, I'll pull my cards out. Do you have any double envelopments? Oh, you didn't. I thought about.
I had one.
Oh, you did. Okay, I thought about attacking with the double envelopment. Then potentially destroying your army.
I only needed one more to hold on.
All right, so we went 5 rounds. We do this is for the battle damages for both of us. I'm going to roll on the 5 column is a 4. We both take 1. We forgot to do something in the previous battle. We'll do it here shortly. And then now you roll, Brent. You're going to roll the big die here because we both you started with 5 or more. So go ahead and roll that. Okay, you got 3 swords, so that's going to be on the card that with the battle units equal to the number of swords, horses, and shields, I think is what that's supposed to be. So you lose 3 more. So Varro goes from a 9 to a 6. And the thing that I just realized we forgot to do before was that when I lost the battle over here in Nova Carthage, I should have lost some PC markers. I lost a total of 4 units. So whatever the number of the units you lose divided by 2 rounded down, you lose that many PC markers. So I'm going to lose 1 and 2 PC markers down here. So Brent, you lost a total of 5 units. 1 plus 3, 4. So you have to lose 2 PC markers yourself.
Yeah.
Anywhere on the board.
I will take 1 off there, and the other there.
All right, there you go. And now Varro needs to retreat.
So how much can you retreat by? 4 again?
Yes, I think so. Let's double check that. Retreats.
So is this the end of your turn with Hannibal?
I've still got 2 cards left.
No. With Hannibal, I mean, was that his? Because he was moving.
He was
Using
moving.
a-
You intercepted. That stops his movement, so he stays right there. This was a 1 operations card, so it's not like a campaign or something. Let's tidy up the battle cards here. They go there, yeah. And let's double check the retreat to see. Okay, I think it was up to 4. That's what I had done. May not leave any combat units or generals as you retreat. You must pick the closest one if 2 or more are at equal distance. May not leave behind any.
Can retreat up to 4.
Up
Can
to 4 spaces.
up to 4
Yeah.
spaces.
Must end on a friendly controlled space that is clear of enemy combats or larger friendly force. So yeah, you can retreat right back where you were. Theoretically, you could retreat there, I think. So it's up to you.
Does the 2 on the city? Does that mean like a garrison?
Exactly. That means that's how many forces. If I were to attack you, you could, instead of fighting, you could actually retreat into the city, and the most number of troops you can have in that city is 2.
Oh, right. So with Rome, does that count with the militia that you gain from defending Rome?
So if you would be attacked in Latium, you mean in Roma, in Latium, in the province Latium?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you would get additional 2 for Latium. Yeah.
Is that
Battle
only
cards.
in
Battle
the
cards.
battle?
In the battle cards, yes.
Oh, right. Battle cards, right. I will... How many has he got left? 6. I will retreat back to Rome. So
I have
that
6
adds...
plus 2. I have a total strength of 8. 6 legions,
8
2
and
elephants.
not 9. You.
Right, I lost 1. Yeah, I lost 1 in
Yeah,
the...
but I mean on Varro, right? It is plus. So
Oh,
how
I
many
thought you were talking about
did
me.
he have?
I had 3 on Rome.
And how
Had
many
3s.
were surviving?
He had 6, so 6
I
plus
had
3 is
6.
9. That's correct.
Yeah, okay.
He's got it right.
Sorry.
That's correct.
Read something then.
All right, so I think that's the end of that card play. It's now Brent's turn.
That did not go well. So how many did you lose in that?
1.
2. Oh, 1. Yikes. Okay, Hannibal is scary. That's what I've learned.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah. I will do...
I have come to Italy to free the Italians from Rome.
Yes. That makes sense. So, I will play this for the event. So, 2 Roman people in Varro's army. So, that will become 11.
Nice. All right, I will play a 2 ops to 1 flip the flag that Hannibal is in and add another flag, which I will put down here, right there. Actually, no, I'll put it there. That makes Samnium part of the Good Guys Club. Where's Samnium? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Thank you. So just flip it.
Flip it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's not looking good. I will do... Diplomacy. Convert
What?
1 non-walled city. Or sorry, not city. Place.
PC.
Non-tribe. to a friendly one. I will flip.
That was a well-timed play.
And that is Leukemia.
Leukemia. That was a well-timed play.
Was it? Is your last card to do with that province being under your control?
Now I can't play my last card that I wanted to do, which would have allowed me to have. But I need to have, in order to play this card to do the event, I need to have 3 provinces. Now I only have 2 because you did that. I was going to flip this city to my side.
Ooh.
Thereby making this province, or this province neutral because we both have 1 city. Well played, sir.
I worked out.
All right. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to play 2 ops to get Edubetta back into the fold. Done. And now you have the last 2 plays. I have no more cards left.
Interesting. I will do... I'll do Ally Deserts. That's the one I wanted to play during the battle. When you read it, it says a contingent of enemy forces have deserted during the battle. Mm-hmm. And when I read that, I assumed I could play it in the middle of the battle.
Right.
But it turns out Ally Deserts is before anyone plays any battle cards.
And why did you think that, Alex? Because of the...
It's page 28, number 59, Ally Deserts. This card can be played before any BCs have been played.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but I would agree that it is unfortunately worded.
I agree.
That was my decision, but you can talk about it now. It was according to what I read, but maybe
I agree with the way.
I think it was fair, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was handled properly. I totally agree that the wording of the card, at least the flavor text.
Yeah.
But then when it says during the battle, but this is just flavor text is what this is meant to be. But yeah, I agree. It's misleading.
So, right. Ally Deserts, I will flip, I will add a PC marker. There.
Mm-hmm. Your last play.
And last play, Allied Auxiliaries. And with this, I'm conflicted. I don't know whether to start besieging or add more troops to Rome's defense. So, if I start besieging, how does that work?
All right. So what you will do is, so that means Marcellus is activated. And in order to besiege a city, you need to have at least 3 combat units, which you do. You have 8. You're not using a campaign card, so his special ability would not be in play. This is a normal city versus some cities like Syracuse and Carthage and Rome all have a little white die symbol here. And they have this like fortress symbol or whatever, at least Syracuse does. It's like, I don't think Carthage
Rome does as well.
Rome does as well. So what that means is you're going to use the red die. So you would put the die, I guess we can put the die over here. You don't have to, but you're going to roll this die. If you decide to do this, you're going to roll this die and then you're going to consult, which table is it? I think it's this table right here.
Yes.
On the die, if you get a triangle, you gain 1 siege point. If you get a circle with a dot or a shield, you lose a combat unit. You don't have this symbol. This is the special thing that Marcellus, if he's using a campaign card, which you're not, double check that to make sure we got that right with Marcellus.
Yeah, it's only
If
campaigns.
besieging the campaign card, if you campaign card and red siege die, he may use. Okay, so that means he can potentially get 2 siege points in 1 turn. So you're gonna roll this die. If you look at the die, like I'm gonna cycle through the values on the die. Like here's the value 1, nothing happens. Here's the value 2, meaning you gain a siege point and you lose a strength. Value 3 is you gain 2 siege points. Value 4 is you gain 1 siege point. Value 5 is this is the Marcellus, special Marcellus, but since you're not using campaign, it would just be take 1 loss. And the value 6 is that. So I think mathematically it's like 50% chance of getting at least 1 siege point, and like a 1/3 chance, and I didn't quite actually, maybe 50% chance of taking a combat, I'm not sure, or taking a loss. You need 3 siege points to be successful.
And is it 1 per?
You'll roll the die once per activation.
Okay.
Technically, if you had a campaign card, you could do something like activate Marcellus with 4 troops and activate Scipio because he's in the same thing with the other 4 troops or other part of the army, and you'd get 2 rolls. But you don't have a campaign card, so this is just 1 general.
So on your reinforcements, it says if Carthage Nova is under control. If I don't do the siege, it's still under control, isn't it, by you?
But
Let's
under
double check
control means that he has it still. So even
Which
if you
he will.
besiege it, but let's double check. But I'm quite sure that that's what it means.
Yeah, I'm not sure. How do I get it back? There we go. Thank you. So reinforcements is page 6, looks like. Council placement, Roman, Carthaginian, displaced generals. Return the scenario of determined Carthaginian reinforcements. Annoying. Where's that at? Is that the scenario book?
There is a scenario book, yeah, but
Yeah, I got it out. Carthaginian setup, reinforcement phase. 1 combat unit Carthage or with any general in Africa. If friendly controlled, place 1 combat in either Carthage. If the province of Batik is friendly controlled, 1 in either Carthage or with any Carthaginian general in Iberia. Friendly controlled. Now we need to clarify what friendly controlled means. Where would that be hiding? Glossary of game terms, page 5. Regions, half. I'm down, okay. That wasn't nearly as an extensive list of the glossary as I was hoping for. Army consists of force.
I think it's safe to assume that it is friendly controlled.
Yeah, I think so too, especially since you don't have a siege point right now at all. The question would be, if you had a siege point, is it then friendly controlled or not?
All that's really happening is I'm just standing close to the city.
Your army is camped in that area, but you're not actually besieging the city. And you don't get that status of sieging the city until you have at least 1 siege point, which you don't have right now. So if you roll the attempt and you get a no result or no siege point, then you're still not besieging, even though you attempted the besieging. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think if you get the siege,
example,
we need to look
there is
further.
something where we can take an inference. There is 13.5 walled cities in the White Land battle. 13.5.
Okay.
The controlling player may declare the army inside the city. So this would mean if he would control it, he could declare any PC units inside Carthage Nova. But why besiege a city if it's if you can put units into the city?
Right.
Doesn't make so
Yeah.
much sense.
Okay, so yeah, I don't control it. I will not go for the siege.
All right.
So I'll move this dice back to there. I will instead use the 3 ops points for the PC markers. So I'll put 1 there. So that means I gain control over. Where is this?
You technically have them, yes, but that is not one of the provinces over here that we count.
Oh, is it not?
For. But it does. If there is a combat up here, you would get an ally card, a battle card for it. Technically.
Okay. In that case, I will move 1 there. Okay, that changes it up quite a bit, actually. Am I correct in assuming if I place markers in here, it can link up to this tribe through the unconnected, well, the neutral areas?
That's incorrect because that's a neutral tribe, not a friendly tribe.
Neutral.
It's neutral. You have no friendly tribes.
Oh, I don't have tribes.
I don't know why they put the red dot there.
What about through the city? From the city then?
No, because it has. So if you have PCs here, you're going to lose them. Because
this is unconnected.
Because this piece here these pieces here would be blocking. Because you need to have a path. If this one or like all of these were red, were yours, then it would connect to this guy. But because there's one of mine in between, then it wouldn't. Same for around here.
Okay. So 1 goes here. The other 2, sorry. I will put down in here.
All right.
Like that.
Like so. That is the last play.
Yep.
So let's finish up the turn. So let's go back. So we did movement and all that stuff. Political winter attrition. You have a winter attrition with Marcellus and the boys here.
Yep.
So you have a strength of what? 8?
8.
So roll on the attrition table, the 7-8 column. Roll high. There you go. It's a good roll.
2 losses.
Lose 2. And I think that's the only attrition. My Hannibal is in a safe spot. What's next? Then we do political isolation. I don't think we have anything that are isolated. I have one, 2.
May I ask a question?
Sure.
Focus on the province of Samnium and the Armenium and
actually, these 2 I think are isolated. Let's double check the progression. I think you removed Romans first. Good catch. Where is that? That's probably going to be back. Treats, elephants, political control, removing isolated PC. They're in the political isolation. Each player, starting with Rome, in the Hannibal scenario, must remove all his non-walled, non-tribe PCs. Good point. So yeah, you cannot. So these 2 right here, you can't use this Alps thing. So these 2 are isolated, which then frees these guys up to not be isolated. Yeah. Good catch, Alex. This one's not isolated because there's combat units there. This one's not isolated because there's a friendly tribe. All right. Now I think we can go on to. Now we do the count up the provinces thing. I have
You'll
1, 2,
go ahead.
10 for me. 6, 7, 8 for you. So yeah, you have to lose 2 PC markers.
But I have another question, Scott. What is so according to what I'm reading here in the rules, which you opened, the section removing isolated PC markers, how would you justify that the Carthaginian on Arminium and the PC markers could stay in the north of Samnium?
All right. So looking at this progression of all these things over here, I guess that's not. Is that the right spot?
Here at 19.4.1.
Right. All right. Must remove all as a PC marker is isolated if it cannot trace a path to a friendly combat unit or a friendly controlled tribe or a friendly controlled port or a friendly controlled walled city. The path cannot cross a mountain pass.
Yeah, it's true. The Romans had to be removed. That's true.
Yeah.
The question
is
now, do the Carthaginian PC markers in the north be removed also?
The path cannot cross a mountain pass or enter a space containing an enemy PC marker or a neutral tribe unless a friendly combat unit is in that space. I forgot about that part. Or a space with enemy combat unit unless a friendly. Okay, so through this path right here, this is the saving path, which is vacant. Yeah, this is vacant.
Yeah, and it is allowed because of 9.4.3, right? Because the rule says it here, 19.4.3.
Yes. And one or more vacant spaces, yes.
Then we have pointed that out that for the future he knows also how it works, why it works.
Yeah. Another thing that would have been allowed that I didn't realize is, let's say this scenario, like he had one there. So if it was like that, then these two would be, this one would still be isolated. But let's say I had a combat, let's just say for the sake of example, I had a combat unit here. Because I have a combat unit there, my reading of 9.19.4.2 would allow that. My PC markers would be safe. Is what I was trying to say. I'm not doing a very good job at it, but
because
that's just a hypothetical.
Back to CU, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So, Brent, did you lose your 2?
Yes. No, wait, no, I didn't.
2? Yeah, I think you had identified them, and then Alex asked the question.
So that one.
That one. And another one.
That one there.
Was it that one?
Yes, this one.
Okie doke. That's the end of the turn, I believe. Do we want to do our little chat with Alex?
Yeah.
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I can go first. I also I'd like just a short break, maybe.
Yeah, I could use it. Yeah, I could too. So let's do our talk each, and then you guys all right with if Alfie joins the talk too? He's our spectator if he wants to.
He may join.
Yeah.
So we're jumping, or Alex and Brent will be jumping over to the Capital Line lobby, so they'll leave this one and then jump over to the other one. You want to join, Alfie?
Hello. So does he take winter attrition in?
So I'm here.
Hello. We're waiting for Alfie.
I don't know if he wants to join. It was only he was told by Scott
suggested.
He could join,
yeah.
But maybe he wants to talk with him.
That turn was a bit mixed, I would say. I ended up doing a big blow in Iberia. Although I feel I should have probably besieged, not put down the 3 markers. I only put down the 3 markers just so I had something to remove, because I realized I would have to remove 2.
Yeah.
And and I didn't want to remove them from anywhere else that was quite vital, like in Italy or in Sicily.
Mhm.
The attack on Hannibal, that was more just me testing the waters, and it ended up backfiring quite badly.
Yeah.
But
Was the idea also to stop his turn, or if I may ask?
It was to stop his turn, yes, because I didn't like the idea of him kind of just roaming free. I kind of wanted to cement, even if I lost, I wanted to kind of cement that I would still fight no matter what, just so he didn't have free reign over Italy, I guess.
Yes.
His army being here is also, it's not necessarily good because he could have flipped that one as well, and it would have made it worse.
Yes.
In what is that called? Samnium.
Samnium, yes. This is Samnium.
Yeah. Yeah, I think next turn I'm definitely, if I do have a campaign, I'm definitely going to stay with Marcellus.
Okay.
I'm just a rule thing. Am I
Okay. Mhm.
allowed to send Scipio? Let's say Scipio remains proconsul and he's still in the game.
Okay.
Am I allowed to keep Scipio here and send the next consul or someone else back to Rome or to this city, Reginum,
Okay.
in the southern bit of Italy? Am I allowed to send them there and then send them immediately back, like with the new army that I gathered?
So maybe first I give you a recap of how the console deployment works, what are the restrictions, and then you can re-ask if you want to have further information. So the rule is that a console can only be placed with an army which has at least 5 combat units on a given place, right?
Yeah.
And this means so. Or first of all, according to your question here, right? Regium, where you have one PC marker, right? Currently,
Yeah.
there is no general. And then that means in the reinforcement phase, you have no general there, and at Regium is not Roma. And in Italy, you can only place with a general who is in Italy or with Roma reinforcements.
Okay.
So this means you couldn't place here in Regium because you can't reinforce Regium with CUs. So you could only reinforce with a general in Italy or Roma. And in your case, both are at the same location. Roma is at Roma and Varro is on the Roma place, right? So you can only put CUs over there. According to your question then, you would have to choose. You could put both consuls in Roma then, or you could put one consul in Roma and the other on Carthago Nova. Does this answer your question, or do you have another question?
Yeah.
Or a follow-up
Yeah.
question?
That's fine. I think yeah, it's fine. So that turn was a bit mixed. That's my overall opinion on that turn. I think he did a good number on me in that battle, but I think I did a good number on him in Iberia. So I think it was a win for both of us, but he's in a better spot, I would say, so far.
Okay.
So that's
And one question concerning Lucania in the south of Italy, right? What is your opinion on what happened there with your switching? You had this plan in the preview. You talked already about Lucania, and how did it?
Yeah, I think that went as well as it as well as it could have. I mean, I stopped him playing a card which would have flipped one of my cities. I think Capua. So I mean, I didn't know about that card even existing. So
yes.
that card was played at the perfect time, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
It really broke his. I would assume his strategy might have been to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell me that. I don't really think you can. But I would have assumed. Just
what happened?
You can't tell me his strategy from that turn, can you?
No, I would not do that now. But afterwards I could, but not currently. Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah. I didn't know about that card existing, but It's just lucky that I played that card when I did, and it messed up his. I might assume strategy. What I would assume it was his strategy in Italy.
We can say at least that you prevented a far worse outcome of this phase, this round.
That's what I mean. I think I did okay in Italy, not great. I had a small win here, but a pretty big loss, I would say. But it's in Iberia.
Yeah.
I think that's where I did very well this turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm happy with that, I would say. But he's still in a better spot. But from my knowledge of the game, Rome gets better as the game progresses because I gain Scipio Africanus on like the fifth turn, I think.
Yeah, which turn is it? Sorry, I have to for myself. Is it the
sixth turn?
The
sixth turn.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I gained Scipio Africanus, so I'm kind of just holding on for him, I think.
Yeah. Yes.
So that's my final thing. I think I've got to say.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to move
here,
back
I guess.
general.
And, Dan comes. Scott comes here to me, I guess. Yes. I stay here, right?
Yeah.
You go back.
I'll see you in a bit.
He can come into Capitoline lobby.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello, Scott.
Something. Hopefully. So the Elfie, the guy who spectated, he and I were chatting. I'm wondering what it's going to come out as on your recording. If we'll be like talking over each other. I didn't think about that. Anyways, my synopsis of how that turn went. Not great. Not horrible. The stealing of a card was pretty crucial. That was a good play. The timing of his diplomacy couldn't have been worse for me.
Yeah, that's true.
And the Capua thing, that was pretty big, I think. What's he got? He's only got 6 in Nova Carthage, so he's probably going to put 2 there because he has to put of his reinforcements. So he has to put 3 in Italy.
Uh-huh.
He'll put Jaro.
Yeah.
And he'll probably pick Marcellus. So Marcellus will go from a 6 to an 8, and he'll put Marcellus as his proconsul. And then it'll be interesting to see who the consuls are and where he puts them.
I do have a question, Scott. I was not paying attention. That's what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm.
Did you already roll the attrition table for Marcellus?
Yes, we did. He lost 2.
Oh, 2. Oh,
lost 2.
Oh, that's a lot.
He was at 8, and he went to 6, which is where he's at now.
Okay.
So I'm saying he'll probably put 2 of his reinforcements there.
Now I understand better what happened. Yeah.
I'm planning to put Hasdrubal back into Iberia, probably down in whatever that city is down in the bottom, because a lot of the reinforcements for Carthage have to go with it, or one of the options is with the general.
Uh-huh.
I'll do that with the hope of him not attacking. But I mean, if he attacks, that means he's not sieging. So I'm going to try to be a thorn in his side as much as I can in the up, and so that Hasdrubal, because they're building up strength.
Okay.
Then probably I don't know what I'm going to do with Mago yet, in terms of because he's in Africa, and they're going to start building up forces there. So I lean towards swinging Mago into Italy and just try and cause all sorts of havoc there. But we'll see how the cards play out.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
My synopsis.
Oh, okay.
What's he got in Rome? He's got 11 there. He's going to have 14 afterwards. I doubt that I'm going to try to siege Rome unless I get the siege train. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll probably just do more of gobble up the provinces and whittle them away much as I can. We'll see.
Okay.
Unsure.
One
Alrighty.
question though, Scott.
Sure.
Maybe you decide now if you want to point it out. I didn't point it to him out, but he may switch his proconsul, right? And he may want to do it. And I didn't tell him anything about it. I wanted you. You have to decide if you want to tell him.
Yeah, I'll definitely tell him. I'll tell him that he can change his proconsul if he wants. Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, this is only the second time he's played, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Okay.
Peekaboo rules kind of a thing. Alrighty, I'm gonna jump back over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just choose which one you want to have.
A break, correct?
Yes, I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Okay, I stop the recording now, and later on I will restart it. Okay.
All right. See you in 5 minutes.
Bye.